He's no stranger to the foods you'll find off the beaten path. Some might even call them bizarre. He's dined on tuna sperm, cow urine, among hundreds of other particular and peculiar delicacies. But in his new show, he's coming to your home for family dinner. Please welcome award-winning chef, host of Family Dinner, and my dear friend, Andrew Zimmern.
Yay!
Hi!
Welcome! We're so happy to have you with us today.
I'm so excited to be here. Congratulations on all of the success of the new show. I'm thrilled. This is great.
Thank you. So now you've gone from sharing meals in some of the most remote locations around the world to coming home and breaking bread with families around America. To this day, what is the most bizarre food you've ever eaten?
I think it's still all the Dr. Seuss foods. You know, it's not the ones that are necessarily unexpected or kind of gnarly in some sort of butcher shop way, but it's usually the things that you never knew existed. It wasn't until I got into tiny little islands in the South China Sea that I knew that there were such a thing called shipwreck worms and that you could eat them. So it's usually those kinds of things that were always the ones that stick in my mind.
Andrew, off camera, you didn't see my face. Listening to you describe those foods, I'm like, oh, that sounds
They had the close-up on
quite
me. I was
bizarre. Oh, yes. And we have some gifts here. This is what? Salted egg salmon skin. This is quite bizarre, right up your alley. I mean,
Did he send this to us?
Yes.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
just like,
Yeah.
thank you for it's delightful.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit
You
about
can-
them.
You can thank me for this later. One of my favorite snacks in the whole world is Singapore's favorite chip. These are naturally fried salmon skins dusted with salted, fermented egg yolks, and they're seasoned with chilies, salt, and dried curry leaves. And the company that makes them is called Irvin's. I ate them years ago, the first time I went to Singapore. And there are several of us who have a secret little Irvin's eating club. And my friend Chef Melissa King sent me these as a gift for Christmas because she knows how much I love them.
I love these.
They're delicious.
They're delicious.
They're not half bad. Next time, leave out some of the details. I don't need to know everything that's there. Just tell me to eat them, and I'll eat them. They're pretty good, though, actually.
All right, Andrew, we are so excited to share the kitchen with you today. You are one of my favorite people to watch cook and share cooking with, and you're bringing us your shrimp scampi with lemony breadcrumbs and angel hair pasta. For everyone at home, tell us about this gorgeous classic dish.
Well, it's really rather simple. I keep lemony garlic breadcrumbs around in my kitchen all the time. You can keep them in bags in your freezer. When I first went to Sardinia and Sicily, they put
I'm following you.
breadcrumbs on all of their pastas, and I was like, wow, the textural contrast here is fantastic. Then I started putting them in salads, sprinkling them over everything, and it's just such an easy recipe. Bread cubes that you tear or cut, some herbs.
The staler, the better,
mixture.
right?
Oh, absolutely. And I love the mixture of tarragon and parsley and rosemary and thyme. You really can't put enough herbs in there. Lemon zest is a must, and I have the zest of an entire lemon. It makes such a difference. Garlic, minced, and then I tend to pulse a couple of times before I start to add my olive oil and just let it run.
All right, here I go.
And that olive oil allows everything to become covered in its fat as well as homogeneously sized. And the wonderful thing about that is that you can see this green tinge,
Oh,
and
smells
some
great.
crumbs are chunky, some are really fine.
Wow.
But that just goes into a 375-degree oven for 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. And what you wind up with
Hold on. Wait for me.
We're catching up. While
We're gonna put them in the oven and we're gonna come back. So hold on, let me do that.
They smell phenomenal. I cannot wait to finish up this pasta dish. We are going to let these delicious breadcrumbs get golden and brown. And when we come back, Andrew will show us how to make the rest of this dish. We cannot wait to taste the results. We'll be right back. But we are back with Andrew Zimmern. And that was a clip from his new show, Family Dinner. Now, looks delicious, and it's so fun just to get to explore people's actual home meals and the meals that are passed down generation to generation.
How important it is to their family story, how important it is to their identity, to their sense of gathering and worth, to their spiritual practice. When we gather over food, magic happens.
100%. And you forget how much gathering together feeds you as much as the food that you're actually eating. I do just want to ask one thing, because you look markedly different now than you did in that footage. When did the beard happen?
It's been on and off for COVID. You know, different TV jobs require different hair. The last time I saw Gail, it was even longer and crazier.
It was just
and
like 2
wilder.
months ago.
Yeah, I had it trimmed for you guys.
I mean,
Very
we
handsome.
appreciate
Very
that.
handsome.
You look good.
It's Andrew
Love it.
Incognito, your next show. I like it. So now one of the things that you do love cooking for your family is this just unbelievably delicious smelling, satisfying shrimp scampi. We have pulled out the breadcrumbs from the oven, and they have toasted. They're golden brown and fragrant with that garlic and that lemon. Please talk us through what to do next so we can dig on this bowl.
Well, I've started sautéing. I did during the break my shallots and my garlic, and I take a few whole dried chilies, ones that aren't too hot. Don't crush them, or the dish will be
That's all right.
spicy.
We'll do it next time. Now we know the secret.
That was a secret ingredient.
I need that. That's
I
good.
let that sit in there, and once the garlic and the shallots have sort of become melty, you know, I don't want to burn my garlic. I don't want to torch anything. Then I add my shrimp, peeled and deveined, you know, and just let them start to gather that thermal momentum that's in the pan.
Momentum.
It's the theme of 2022, thermal momentum.
Yes.
Thermal momentum.
Yeah.
Gail, you have lots of thermal
Yeah,
momentum.
yeah, I
Now,
feel it.
One
My
of the
energy.
One of the things that I tell people is that we're not putting a hard sear on the shrimp. These are almost poaching in this incredible sauce that we're going to make. So the
Okay.
first thing that I want to do is I want to add
Watch out, girl.
a big, healthy tablespoon of those herbs.
Herbs in. Okay.
Right over there.
Herbs. Do it.
I added the wine,
Get in there.
and I'm
Glass of
going
wine.
to add the Pernod. Now, Pernod.
Watch the hairdo.
That's good.
This is not for girls with curls. Come on.
Get in that Pernod.
Pernod comes in several different formats. This is the classic pastis de Pernod. It's an anise flavored aperitif, and it gives a great sort of subtle licorice aroma and taste to this that marries so well with the tarragon.
It does.
Yeah.
Tarragon is highlighted immediately.
And I don't know if you can see, but I added my shrimp, and the minute your shrimp have completed curling, and mine are almost all completed.
Oh yeah, we're there.
Curling, all I do is add my butter.
Get that butter in here. That's the gorgeous.
You know-
That's the beauty of a scampi sauce. Is it's really just wine and butter and herb coming together in this silky elixir to coat your pasta.
Silky elixir.
I'm all about a
Words
silky
here.
elixir, a thermal velocity silky
Thermal
elixir.
momentum with your silky elixir.
The most important thing, and anyone will tell you this, is make sure you cook your pasta or revive your pasta in the sauce.
Ready?
So
Yeah,
the most
go for
important thing to me right now is to make sure that I'm turning my angel hair. You can do this portion by portion. If you're cooking
that
for
wrist
3
in
and
there.
4 and you have a big enough pot, by all means do that. But the beauty of this is really to pull a portion of that angel hair and nest it in the center of that bowl.
How about
Then
the
you
lemon
have
juice?
your-
Is that going in here?
Oh, yeah.
I already added mine. I just threw that in a couple
Nice.
seconds before I added the butter. 5 shrimp is a lovely portion. You can put that there, kill the temperature on your oven, on your stovetop, and then, and this is the really important part, I have a couple more portions
Spectacular
to
dish.
squeak out of here. But there's enough to give that tablespoon of that buttery sauce all over this dish. You don't want it wet. We just want to make sure that we have done our job in seasoning that pasta, and then a nice little line of that crunchy breadcrumb over there.
yes,
Not,
load her up.
not the salmon skin.
No.
Oh, I like that too.
Although I'm not against that
By the
either.
way, crumble
so-
that up. I would throw that right over
no.
top here. Double the salinity, double the fun. This looks delicious. The way that the shrimp has soaked in all those delicious flavors from the shallots, from the onion, the Pernod, the wine, it's so juicy and tender. The crispness of the breadcrumbs on that very tender
Breadcrumbs,
angel hair
fantastic.
pasta. This is a phenomenally delicious dish. I can't wait to make it for my family. Thank you.
So great. Thank you, AZ.
Good. Andrew, I want to
pleasure.
give you a shout out. This is so exciting. Andrew was recently named Goodwill Ambassador to the United Nations World Food Program. And you can catch his show Family Dinner Sundays at 8 p.m. on Magnolia Network. And up next, Andrew, thank you so much. This is such a beautiful dish.
Thank you.
Love
Good
you
to
all.
see. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.